All right, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how we were able to generate over 150,000 in corporate retreat pipeline for an Airbnb slash ranch retreat center in Texas in under 2 weeks. This was done by generating 21 new qualified meetings within 13 business days, all completely from cold email. So as you can see here, I have a screenshot of their Instantly account here. Over 13 business days, sent about 18,000 emails, had a reply rate of 4.4%, and generated 34 new positive responses or qualified leads from this. And then 21 of those have moved forward to go ahead and book a call. Of course, we still have some in the pipeline that we're working on. A few things on myself, so you know that you should watch this video all the way through and be sure that you subscribed. Here's a screenshot of me booking with the 14th largest law firm in the world. I'm a certified expert with Instantly. And then here's screenshots of me booking with Kaiser Permanente, the third largest healthcare system in the world, and then also Moxie Pest Control, which is one of the top 10 contractors in the US, and just some other screenshots here from other results I've generated for my clients. So let's go ahead and break it down so I can share the exact strategy that I use so you can start implementing this today. So an overview of the client. This is a corporate retreat ranch resort in Texas. They can host 140 overnight guests and have a 200-day guest pass option to do, like, corporate lunches. Maybe you do your all hands or like team meetings out on the ranch to be out in nature. That's the idea here. So this is something that's high ticket, 18,000 to 20,000 for a full ranch buyout. Um, and they need consistent corporate demand from HR, people, ops, and operational roles, basically people that handle talent that would be handling and putting on these corporate retreats for their teams. So, what was the problem? They had inconsistent inbound when it came to corporate and B2B bookings. Not a problem for them to generate B2C leads through what they were already doing with ads and content marketing, but they were struggling when it came to getting corporate bookings on their calendar and getting leads. So, they started with no cold email infrastructure, no B2B sales infrastructure. And they had, like I said, no consistent corporate retreat bookings. And they also did not have a offer that was developed for this front end cold traffic B2B to get those meetings generated. And so what did they need? They needed predictable weekly conversations with those decision makers, people that are, the VP of talent, or the, HR directors, HR managers, those types of job titles. So the goal was to engineer a cold email only acquisition system that generates 4 to 5 qualified corporate retreat weekly calls or planning sessions without having to spend money on ads, without having to plug in cold callers, and without having to continue to hire internal salespeople and just bloat the sales headcount. So our foundation here, we got together a nationwide database of HR related job titles in the United States and created one of the largest HR slash people ops data sets for hospitality outreach. Now, this became the backbone of our segmentation and targeting that I'm going to break down for you. So we segmented these lists by industry and also location. So tech, healthcare, manufacturing, education, nonprofit, energy, finance. We segmented all of these by the verticals that they were in. And then we also segmented these lists by their exact persona. So HR or people ops, culture, operations, COOs, executive assistants, because they will often forward that email along to the CEO, or whoever is responsible for handling that. And then anybody that handles like corporate retreat roles. So the result of this was higher message resonance and seeing an uptick in that reply rate. We also optimized our offer for cold traffic. So we introduced a complimentary corporate retreat planning session, giving away something on the front end and letting them know that they were hand selected from a batch of people that we wanted to reach out to for higher perceived value with zero friction and a clear ROI. It saves them time by having someone else come in and say, hey, we'll plan your entire corporate retreat for you. You just kind of have to give us the details of your head count, the dates you're thinking about, what are the activities that you would like to do, and then hey, this is what we can plug in for you. Here's a quote, and then just continuing to develop as the sales cycle goes. But it does help them save the time, the planning, logistics, budget uncertainty, and then also kind of tugging at the heartstrings with letting them know some of the available activities on the ranch, playing into some of those emotions where people do want to come out and connect with nature and have a great time, and not always be, trapped in a cubicle, and really embrace nature that way. So our cold email engine, we use Instantly AI for this, to use a multitude of different domains, different sending personas as well, to be ICP reflective. Um, Very easily, we were able to automate our sending schedules, A/B test between different types of messaging and offers. Um, very deliverability focused with our sending, keeping all of our emails short and to the point, not writing paragraphs on paragraphs or including any HTML or tracking the open rates as that can impact deliverability. And then, of course, just using Instantly's analytics dashboard, you can see the real-time traffic tracking and rapid optimization. We were able to take a look at our campaigns, from a high-level view and see, okay, where were the best reply rates at, and we were able to double down on those personas and those industries to book these meetings much faster for our client. And then also here's just like a screenshot example of one of the meetings we were booked for them, the Texas Apartment Association. So a very good high quality lead here. So if you run a hospitality venue, retreat center, or event driven business, and you want predictable corporate bookings that are engineered for you, definitely reach out. We can talk because cold email is the most scalable way to fill your calendar for these corporate retreats. I hope this video helped, and I'll talk to you soon.